Hi y'all. Welcome to Cat's Creations. If you're new here, thank you for listening to my gabbing. And if you're my repeat customer or Patreon or whatever you want to call it, friend, thank you for being here. Thank all of y'all, really. I enjoy doing this. I just wish I could talk to y'all, carry on a good conversation. It's hotter than the dickens here. I think it's like 101. And yes, I'm sitting outside sweating. But I had to take my grandson somewhere. He'd been stuck in the house, so I took him to the flea market. Said I wasn't going to buy him nothing, but wound up buying him an Xbox 360. It was a good price. I was looking for some canning jars. I found like 7, but I'm on a kick of canning. I've got to get some of these stuff in my freezer, either freeze-dried, dehydrated, or canned. My freezer's full, and my garden's coming in. I've got my squash hit the dust. I got plenty of squash and zucchini and lots and lots of cucumbers. My cabbage is not, it's big and there's no head on it. And my tomatoes are just loaded. So when they start really coming in, I'm gonna be a busy bee. But let me tell you about my chickens. One of my chickens is not a hen. He got a big waddle under him, then he started cock-a-doodle-doing every morning. Well, about 1 o'clock he starts cock-a-doodle-doing. And he's done mounted one of my hens, but they're not laying yet. I wish they'd hurry up. But anyway, I found a guy today at the little flea market I was at, and he had some chickens there. He wanted $10 a piece for them, but he only had 1 hen, and I told him I needed 5. I want 5 more hens. I can tolerate 10 chickens, and that's it. But anyway, he's gonna call me back when he gets back home, so I can get some more chickens. But anyway, my yard's a mess. He piled up all the wood and left it. He's still got 2 saws here. And let me tell you what he did. He left paint on the wall. He didn't finish the sheetrock in the hall or under the cabinet into the living room. He didn't do that. He made this god-awful trim to go from my kitchen to the living room. He made this piece of wood and screwed it to the floor. Well, it looks hideous. It's just raw wood, and you stumble on it, or I do. I don't know if everybody else does, but, well, Shannon stumbled across it. Anyway, I think I'm going to either try to home it down and make it flatter, or he's after one of my chickens. If he don't behave, he might be dinner one night. I really don't want to do that, but I didn't want no rooster. But anyway, he left paint on the wall, and he stuck my faucet down in the hole and didn't even tighten it. And the more I turned the water on, the looser it got. I'm like, what in the world is wrong? And I got a flashlight, and I can't turn my neck because I got 2 rods in my neck and a plate in the back, and then in the front I've got 3 plates. So I'm just tacked together, and I couldn't turn my head up, you know, good enough to see. So Shannon got in there, she took a picture, and I don't know what this boy done, but you couldn't tighten the faucet down. So I had to go buy a oscillating tool, the one that just cuts when you, I don't know, it kind of vibrates, but it cuts in tight places. It cost me $184 for this thing. Well, I bought it. Shannon crawled under there, and after about 2 hours of her working on it and shuffling around, and she's got rheumatoid arthritis, so she wasn't doing too good up under that thing. But anyway, she got it all done out, and finally we got it tightened. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was thinking. I'm glad he's gone, though. I'm really glad he's gone. He has got something mentally wrong. I mean, one minute he's nice, and the next minute he's pissed off and cussing, and I didn't like him drinking every single day. And the reason he didn't have much money coming at the end is because he was constantly wanting $100 here, $100 there. It was almost every day. I got it where I paid him either, I wrote him a check one time. The next time, most of the time, I paid him through Cash App. And there's just a list, $100, $100, $100. I paid him what he wanted after I deducted all of his tools that he didn't ask to put on my credit card. And, you know, him being in the family for the last 10, 11 years, I thought I could trust him with my credit card. Well, he was going up there buying monsters for everybody. If it was not Marshall, it was Jude with him. Every time he went. And there was one time, there was like a 4-pack he bought. He bought all kinds of tools, vacs, you know, a big vacuum cleaner, pipe wrenches, all kinds of crap. Anyway, he maxed it out. Well, I told him it was maxed out, but it was over $5,000. Which, you know, I understand, you know, that being my kitchen and all the wood and stuff, but he could have used the top cabinets. He didn't have to build new ones. I could understand him having to build the bottom cabinets because they didn't have drawers in them, wasn't equipped for that. But anyway, good riddance. I mean, he slept on my couch. He ate my food. He turned the air conditioner down to 72 degrees, left the front door open. My dog woke me up. This is the night he left. He never did go to bed. He got all of his stuff, tidied up things. He didn't clean it up. He just piled it up. He didn't get rid of anything. I had to haul everything off. Carpet, wood, all kinds of mess. I finally sold the cabinets that I had out of my kitchen. They went to steal. I sold them for $500, all of them. Anyway, I got that taken care of. It's peaceful, that's for sure. And don't get me wrong, I love my kitchen, but there's some things that he did that I would have never thought him doing. But that's all right. We got it fixed. my nerves were shot, I know that. He kept me on edge constantly. Like, he was over there with the scraper, scraping, my floor. And who puts a brand new floor down before you're finished with anything? I mean, you don't do the floor first, you do that last. Anyway, he was scraping up putty, that hard putty that you put on nails and stuff to cover it up. He was over there just scraping it like this, and I'm like, that's not, messing up my floor, is it? And he turned around and he's like, you'd think the F I would be doing this if I was effing up your floor? Oh, that just sent me into another world. That made me so mad. Don't talk to me like that in my house. I just asked a simple question. And me and Shannon went around on our hands and knees, scraping up paint marks, paint droplets, and overspray all over my china hutch. And wood putty that had dried on my floor. And my floor is lighter than what I expected. I thought it was more gray, but it's more white than it is anything. And it's hard to keep clean. And anyway, get on a better subject. My corn is gone. I got some of the littlest dead gum corn. They were like this. I got, probably 2 quarts from all of it. And yeah, probably 2 quarts. 2-quart bags. And the rest of it I'm going to feed to the chickens. I'm going to replant something else. My Crowder peas, I've got about 1 quart shelled from them. And my purple hulls, I got about 1/2 quart. My okra's coming in. And more cucumbers. Lord, one of them hid from me and it was like 1 foot long. Right in my face. And I've got sweet pickles canned, dill pickles. I give some to Shannon, and I still have I've got so many cucumbers, I don't know what to do with all of them. I think I'm gonna see if my neighbor wants some of them. My other neighbor just moved out. But this over here, he's got kids, so maybe they'll like some cucumbers. I didn't think about that. Last year I loaded him up with tomatoes and squash. Let's see what else I had. Oh, I canned up 1 can of serrano peppers. They're pretty hot. I don't eat that much hot stuff, but I do like some of the juice off of it a little bit on my cornbread and my peas. That's some good stuff. And my celery is doing okay. My poor Brussels sprouts, I thought they were doing good, and some of them were hidden by the cucumbers. And when I pulled it back, some kind of bug done, or worm done, stripped the leaves off. Lord mercy. Y'all, we are not the only ones that are affected by this heat. My camera overheated and stopped. So, I appreciate y'all watching and listening to my griping. And y'all give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all in a few days. Bye, and thank you.